It has been 21 years since the release of Super Metroid, and 28 years since the release of Simon's Quest, and within that time, we have seen the core mechanics of those two games change dramatically. The 2D style platforming games that could present a solid and engaging story haven't been seen much in the last 10 years, especially when it comes to that eerie sci-fi atmosphere we got in a game like Metroid 3. Axiom Verge took that concept and went all out in trying to recapture and re-envision that nostalgia. The plot of the game is you are Trace, a scientist whom after suffering a critical accident, awakes in another dimension, filled with deadly creatures, weapons that defy all logic, and colossal cyborgs asking for your help. It's up to you to unravel the mysteries of how or why you were brought here, and you may not like what you find. The game mirrors that classic Metroidvania aspect with perfection, while never feeling like a blatant rip-off of past games. The world it presents is beautiful and really stands out in your mind as one of the game's best qualities. The weapons in the game are interesting and cool, but unfortunately most are forgettable due to feeling very underpowered and pointless. A thing I found to be very funny was in Super Metroid, Samus gains power and new abilities when she finds an upgraded suit. Well, Trace, being a scientist, only makes sense for him to do the same thing, but by finding an upgraded lab coat. Boss enemies are very impressive in appearance, but I found learning their patterns to defeat them very easy and almost disappointing on how fast these battles were over. This game rewards you for exploration. Secret areas litter the game with power-ups to be discovered. While this game can be beaten under 4 hours if you're not exploring, I could see this upping the difficulty substantially unless you already know where all the power-ups are located. The soundtrack in this game is outstanding. I found myself tapping my foot or nodding my head as I played. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give Axiom Verge a 7. The story presented in Axiom Verge is interesting, and sometimes even felt overwhelming because of all the information being thrown at you throughout the game. Overall, I really enjoyed the game, but I don't see much replay value because I found nearly all the items in the game in the first playthrough, and I didn't find it that challenging. Even the last boss battle in the end of the game had an easy to figure out pattern. The part I found most irritating was the mapping layout when trying to find out where to go, since there's no objective point clearly marked. Axiom Verge is definitely a game that should be played if you're a fan of Super Metroid, Castlevania, and Contra. It will take you back to that time when Nintendo games ruled, and leave you in awe on how impressive the overall look and feel of the game is.